Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. On June 9th, Jupiter moves into Cancer, where it will be for the next year. So Jupiter will be in Cancer from June 9th all the way until June 30th, 2026. Now, I'm very excited about this for a couple reasons, but number one, Jupiter is considered to be a benefic planet, meaning that typically Jupiter brings good things into our lives. Also, Jupiter loves to be in Cancer, so this should be a very solid year for Jupiter in Cancer year ahead. For you as well, Sagittarius, maybe more than others, you are ruled by Jupiter. So you are affected more than any other sign, really, other than maybe Pisces, because Pisces is the ancient ruler of Jupiter. Jupiter is the ancient ruler of Pisces. You and probably Pisces are going to be affected the most by any sort of Jupiter transit. So yes, let's go ahead and let's get into this reading here. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and you can check out your sun, moon, and rising sign. Especially if you're a Sag rising, if you know your rising sign, Sag risings will always be affected by Jupiter transits. Other thing I wanted to say is the timeline on this reading is for the second week of June, so June 9th to June 15th. But if there are messages pertaining to the year ahead for this entire transit, I will also bring in those messages, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get this all set up here. All right, I think that's looking just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you do have the devil. So the devil can represent a couple things in the tarot. It's possible that this week, or maybe, over the course of this transit, you may be sort of battling some like inner demons. Okay, is kind of what I'm feeling here. There may be some like habit, or maybe some habits that that you need to drop or let go of. Anything that has a grip over you. If you see here, the people are chained to the devil on the depiction here, right? And so they're trapped, they're chained to something. So if there's something that has a hold over you, I think that this is an opportunity for you to release that. Okay, now this could be food, for example. This could be like, for example, just like, there's some dietary changes you want to make, or this could be, drinking or smoking. This could be Netflix, right? This could be anything, gaming, video games, gambling, anything like this, something that has a hold over you or has a grip on you. I have a feeling that some of you are going to be potentially looking to move through this or work through this over the next year. Okay, and this can be many things, and there's no judgment, by the way, on this channel. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Whatever it is, I understand. Now, taking a look here, you do have an interesting reading here. Some of you are some of you are feeling conflicted by a sort of like a love situation here. Some of you are feeling, kind of conflicted about this. It's interesting. There's almost this middle column is very interesting in that something happened in a relationship here, and you were thinking like maybe it was going to end or something along these lines, but it actually didn't. Okay, it actually didn't. There's also a possibility here that some folks that are watching maybe went through a breakup and then got back together, something like along these lines. They courted you or you courted them. There's also maybe a rebound energy here as well. Let's go ahead and dive in. This isn't going to be totally relationship stuff, because I know most people really enjoy watching me for career, finance, other things. All right, but in the middle here, you do have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is this idea of like courting someone in love, okay? It's like a knight in shining armor type of energy. It can also be around, it can also indicate an event, just a general event happening in your love situation, But on a different level, the Knight of Cups asks you to connect to some type of dream that you may have for yourself, or a dream that you want to fulfill for yourself, Sagittarius. And there could be an event connected to this, right? Also, I recently have been looking at like this, it's interesting, this blanket that the knight is sitting on here in this deck. I like how the fish are sort of swimming, okay? And I'm getting this idea when I look at this, the Knight of Cups is somebody who can sort of just move with the energy, right? Move with the roll with the punches, especially from an emotional perspective. Like this is somebody who can really roll with the punches. Anything that's maybe challenging or getting or leading them to go through something difficult, they are capable and able to handle that. Okay, so yeah, let's see if we can expand on this some more. In the first column, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. So we have double knights here, right? So knights in the tarot typically refer to events that are happening or taking place in one's life, okay? So for you, you've got something that happened very quickly here, okay? There's like an element of fate on this reading with the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is about fate and destiny, good luck, good fortune. And I was expecting to see this card a lot, but so far I think you're the 7th reading I'm doing, and you're one of 2 people, I think, one of 2 people who have gotten the Wheel of Fortune. The reason is the Wheel of Fortune is the card of Jupiter, okay? So I was expecting to see this Jupiter card a lot, and you have it here, okay? You actually, probably out of any sign that I read for, you get the Wheel of Fortune the most, and it's not surprising seeing as you are ruled by Jupiter. But anyway, you have something that happened here, right? It happened so quickly with the Three of Swords and the Knight of Swords. This may have been like a breakup in the past, or there may have been something here by some twist of fate that fell out of your life in some way, okay? Or there's something by like some twist of fate here with the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Swords, the Three of Swords. There was something that you were there's something or someone you were separated from, okay? I'm getting a lot of messages in the love area here as I'm looking at this. Somebody took very quick action in a relationship here, okay? Somebody took some action or did something, and there was an event. It felt like fate when this event happened, you know? I'm getting something about like a breakup and then I don't know what the term is. I'm not really a love reader, but like when you break up and then you get back together, right? Something like that might have happened, Sagittarius. It might have been you. It might have been the other person. I also think that on the career end of things, okay, so if I'm looking at the career end of things here, it's almost like there was some like painful twist of fate or realization here that some of you have had where you had to separate, okay, from a career in some way, or there is something connected to your career and your work space that happened very quickly and you had to separate. There were like events connected to career that led to some type of separation here, okay, with the with the Three of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Swords. But the idea is that there's speed in this reading, okay? There's like an element of speed here with the Knight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Let's try to get more specific on that situation. In the middle, you have the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. It's sort of like in love, you weren't really sure what to feel, or like you were overwhelmed because one thing was going right, one thing was going wrong, and it's sort of like you weren't sure how to feel about this situation. Okay, you were overwhelmed in a relationship here, okay, with this Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups. And it's almost like there was confusion around the situation that you were in. And there was like an element of fate attached to this. I know I'm trying to be as specific as possible for what's coming into my mind as I'm reading this, but there was like an element of fate. There was some sort of like breaking moment here in the relationship that happened. Okay, that's the only way I can sort of describe what I'm intuitively feeling. There was like some breaking point or something like this that happened in the relationship, and it sort of left you feeling a little bit confused here, and probably something happened very quickly with the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Cups. And I would say that as a result of this breaking point or this situation that happened, there was something potentially toxic that was exposed from that. Okay, with the devil on the bottom here, something toxic was exposed as a result of this, and this is either, by the way, on your end or the other person's end, maybe both. Okay, but you found something out. Okay, and it left you feeling. And by the way, you might have found something out about yourself. Okay, maybe not about the other person. It depends on where you are, but something was uncovered here as a result of some twist of fate. This is very specific for one person. Not for one person, probably for a few of you. But yeah, so I'll try to make a prediction around where you're going here with the relationship thing, because it's a very strange one in that it feels intuitively like there was a breakup and then a reconnection, which I don't normally see in my readings. Okay, so something along these lines. Then I would say on the career end, there's an opportunity for you to go for something. There's really, really an opportunity for you to go for something and dive headfirst into it. Okay, you might even get a little lucky here, but the reason why you aren't doing this currently is because I like to use the term like signal jam. There's like something in the way here, okay, mentally, with the Seven of Cups. There's something in the way. So there's almost like one thing that's holding you back here with the Seven of Cups showing up. It's almost like there's one roadblock and it's connected to feeling overwhelmed. Okay, some of you feel overwhelmed. And if you can work through that, whatever that thing is that's making you feel overwhelmed, I think that you're really going to go for something in the career and business area of your situation, okay? In the final column, you have the Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and the Ace of Swords. There is definitely success in relationship stuff happening for you over the next year. That is for sure. Okay, that is for sure. During this Jupiter transit with the Lovers and the Ace of Swords, for sure there is a significant love possibility for you, particularly if you are single. There's maybe even an opportunity to enter into a deeper level of commitment to someone as well over the next year, for sure, with Queen of Wands, Lovers, and the Ace of Swords. It's just that there was an interesting twist of fate here in the past that is sort of, this is why I need to clarify. Okay, this is why I need to clarify the readings. So that's what I'll say about the relationship. I'm going to clarify in a minute and we'll figure it out. But I think also on the career end, once again, there is an opportunity here for sure over the next year. But right now there's a choice to make about something in your life that's leaving you feeling overwhelmed with the Seven of Cups and the Devil. Lovers represents a choice. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the oracle cards here, okay? We're going to go ahead and move into the clarifications portion of this reading. We'll start off by pulling some oracle cards. All right. Yeah, we'll take those. Energy on the bottom. There's something better. Interesting. Okay. I just feel like, well, let me get these other cards here, but I'll just say it. I just feel like the relationship stuff for you over the next year is interesting. It is sort of like there are a lot of things to go. There are a lot of things to go for you. That's not really great. It's not really a great way of, it's not good English. You have a lot to experience in relationship stuff. This is assuming, by the way, this is assuming you're not married. Some of you are happily married. You've been married for a long time and things are good. Okay, this isn't your message. Okay, I'm talking to the other people. Okay, I'm talking to the other people. You have a lot, there are a lot of things to go, like that you have a lot to go through, you have a lot to experience in relationship stuff this year, okay? Communicate clearly and yes. Communicate clearly and yes. Okay, I like that for you. That's a big yes. That's an emphatic yes. There are two yeses. You then have within the next few weeks and no need to worry. Love this energy for you. You're pulling some really good oracle cards here in this deck. And then you have, you have the other yes too. So that's the soft yes. get more information, and within the next few months. Let's see here. I'm still here. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts here. I do think that, first of all, I genuinely think that this summer is going to be really, really positive for you. So summer, like if you're in the US or like I'm talking like June, July, August, September feels very, very good for you. Okay. Sagittarius. And I would even say for your romantic situation, I do think that there are going to be a lot of things that happen between June and September. I would say June and September in the relationship area for sure. Why don't we go ahead? Let's get some more specific details here. All right, Sagittarius, I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and yeah, hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and shuffle the cards here. All right. All right, you have the Four of Cups. You have the Three of Swords, clarifying the Three of Swords. Wow, okay. And you also have the Devil, okay. Yep, all right. So, yep, that makes sense. All right, so the Devil with the Knight of Swords and then the Three of Swords clarifying itself. Somebody made a quick decision here. All right, somebody made a quick decision here. Yeah, and this is probably compulsive decision that happened. All right, with the Devil and the Knight of Swords. And this either led to a breakup or led to the exposure of something that basically, this led to the exposure of something that is toxic. Yeah, either in your own life or in the other person's life. And what I would say is, with the Four of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, this is an interesting combination in that it's almost like when I get that combination, it's very important that you do not miss out. Don't miss the boat. Okay, don't miss the boat, because here's the deal. This person is currently missing the train, the boat, whatever. Okay, look, there's an opportunity here. They're missing it. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, opportunity, Jupiter, your energy. This person is missing out on this. Okay, so in career, the opportunity might be in front of you right now, like as I'm reading this. Okay, as I'm reading this, the opportunity might be in front of you right now, or it's about to come forward. And it's important that you do not fumble this, okay? Not to put pressure on you, but it's almost like there could be a missed opportunity or chance here, okay? So be very careful of that. Now, let's see what's in the middle here. You have the Ace of Swords. You have the Page of Cups. Wow, you have a lot of repeating messages here. And you have the Hermit. Ace of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Hermit. All right. Well, I do think that some of you are searching for... It feels like some of you are searching for meaning, and you're not... the universe isn't picking up the other line. Okay, you're on the phone, you're searching for meaning, and the universe isn't picking up the phone. Here with the Seven of Cups, or that's what it feels like. That's just the way I view things, is that the universe is always ready to answer the phone, but it's almost like some of you are needing to find something out on your own here. Yeah, so some of you are needing to find something out on your own here, and I feel like, we have to work with the universe. And the thing is, this person's not working with the universe. Okay, if you look at the Four of Cups person, the universe is the universe is on the other line. They're not picking up the phone. So there's something here that is overwhelming you. There's something here that maybe it's very obvious why this thing is overwhelming you. Maybe it's very obvious why this thing is causing a signal jam. And maybe it's up to you at this point to discover what that is for yourself. Okay, this could, if you're confused at what I'm saying, this could be anything that is holding you back from your dream or goal. Okay, so it could be something very, very simple. Okay, such as what you do when you wake up in the morning. Okay, I recently talked about how personally and I am a Sag rising, but this doesn't matter. It's Sag, Sun, Sag, it doesn't matter what you are, but I'm just saying personally, I just recently discovered that when I wake up in the morning, I scroll on my phone. I scroll on my phone. And then when I go to bed, I scroll on my phone. And I recently discovered personally that, what you do first thing in the morning and what you do right before you go to bed, these are important times. So there could be something that is overwhelming you. There could be something that's disrupting the signal. There could be something that's jamming the signal. What is that thing for you? Can you discover it? Because that is the one thing that is preventing people right now in this reading from really going full on with a relationship, full on with a business, with a career. There's one thing that's jamming the signal here, okay? And it could be something super simple, okay? But the thing is that this reading is saying that you have to figure this out, okay? You have to figure this out. Now, you have the Ace of Swords twice, which is a really good sign. Again, all of the signs are here for you, okay? For success, for a new beginning, whatever it is that you're looking for, the signs for that are all here, okay? Now, in relationship stuff, the Page of Cups is generally pretty good. Let's see what else we have, and then I'll try to answer some more relationship questions here as well. You have the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Okay. Interesting. Some of you feel like slighted or backstabbed in some way. Okay. There's something going on here with this Seven of Swords, but I'm not going to clarify because that's the card that came out. But it's almost like there's something that was like hidden or something like this. I don't know what's going on in this relationship stuff. It's very strange. I feel like genuinely over the next, between now and let's say September, so the next 3 or 4 months, it's going to be a roller coaster for you relationship wise. Like if you're in one, roller coaster. If you're looking for one, roller coaster. If you're happily married, that's not the message for you. Okay, period. There are a lot of things going on the relationship end. It's almost like back and forth, back and forth. I would say buckle up. It's interesting. Okay, make sure you're wearing your seatbelt because something's going on here in the relationship stuff. Good, bad, could be both. I'm going to be just totally real with you. I haven't really seen relationship energy like this, and I'm just feeling it. That's what I'm feeling, okay? On the bottom, once again, you have the Lovers. There's a choice that needs to be made here in the relationship, okay, area of your life. Whether you're single or you're like dating, whatever it is, choices need to be made, okay? Choices need to be made, and yeah. Let's go ahead. By the way, this also applies to the career people as well. There's definitely a choice here. Let's see what the Kipper energies have. Let's see if the Kipper can give us any more information here. You have House, wealthy man, mature woman, Lovers, high honor, and great fortune. I like that combination of cards for sure. What is on the bottom here? Expectation. I mean, they're going back. These Oracle cards are suggesting, like the ones here and then the Kipper cards are suggesting that there's something connected to communication in the relationship. Okay, this could be about like living situation together. This could be about shared money together here with the wealthy man, mature woman. But one of the two of you is also placing a high expectation on either yourself or the other person. And if you're single, you're placing a high expectation on yourself. You're expecting, you are. And also the people you're dating. I think that there's like some sort of like expectation that you're looking to have met. Or looking to be met. So I will say that for the career people here, for the business people here, high honor, great fortune, wealthy man, this is all available to you, especially with the double Ace of Swords. But again, there's one thing that needs to be uncovered or unearthed here, okay? This is what I have, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.